Hey, we are live.
We do.
We got a dog climbing up. Wants to do this. Hey, hush. Hey, it is Tuesday night. We are live. We've got all the animals barking in the background. Give us a check on the audio. Make sure people can hear you this time.
Can you hear me?
Give us a one in the comments if you can hear Angela talking. Tell them what you did this week, Angela.
Cooked. Cooked, freeze dried, got all that stuff done. Got the house rearranged, kind of get some normalcy back and that kind of thing. So that's what I've been doing, cleaning up after dogs and all that good stuff. So.
Okay, let's see who we got. Who we got in chat? He said they could hear us.
Okay, cool.
Rickster popped in first. He said he's here early. Is great news. All the troubled areas of my skin is fine. I'm only waiting for results on one area of my right forearm. Thank you for all your prayers. Well, hallelujah.
Good.
And then Potpourri's in here. Starla made it. Let's see who else is in the chat. And we got Scanes from Louisiana.
Aye.
We got I saw Spags. Spags popped in there. Spags popped in there. Spags was doing a little thing with Bambi's dad earlier today. Mrs. Hacks is here. Well, Eagle Lover.
Wrong pipe.
Do what?
Wrong pipe. I jumped wrong side.
Speak up.
Choking on my pop.
Terminator's here. Eagle Lover's here. Mrs. Hacks is here. So I hope everybody had a fantastic week. It was Spags Vegan AMSR video this evening. ACM Homestead, how you doing?
Aye. Oh, Mrs. Hacks, you guys did not come over Monday. I need to figure out with Mr. Hacks. I have several. I can't believe it, but I have a few items for him. I need cords changed out on, so I thought I would just send them with you, but you guys didn't stop by.
They said they can barely hear you.
I mean, you want to use that camera. There's not much I can do except for yell, and if I yell, I'm not comfortable.
Speak up.
I am.
There you go. Speak up just like that.
I'm not yelling. You guys are just going to have to deal with it, or he's going to have to go to a different camera.
No. Anyway, technical issues aside, we had an interesting weekend. We went to a retirement party, and it was nice. One of the community members retired from the Air Force, and it was nice to get out and see some people.
Yeah.
It was nice.
It was a good time.
It was a little rainy and dreary this week, and everything was just a muddy mess.
Sure was a lot of testosterone in that room, though.
Well, yeah, you had a bunch of alpha military people. Of course, it's going to be a lot of testosterone. But yeah, it was it cut wood this week. It was getting dark around 4:30 around here. And it just
because it was so cloudy, it was just dreary.
Yeah.
Today wasn't so bad. The sun was out.
It was still dark by 5.
It's wintertime.
Joseph G's in the house. There he is. Big thumbs up. Big thumbs up from Joseph.
I heard from Starla this afternoon. She sounded good. She sounded better.
Oh, did you talk to her?
Yeah, I talked
She's
to her.
in chat.
Yeah, she sounded real good. She would. She went on her own to Topeka. We still could have stopped by. I would have sent it with me.
18 watching, only 12 likes. Hit that button. Oh, help. Thank you very much, Spags. Yeah, you guys can do that. You guys can help out the channel if you want. It's just either way, we're here.
Got some news from home. And so waiting to see what I need to do about that. I may be not on purpose, but maybe going to California.
Ghost is in the house.
Ghost?
Ghost, I need to send you an email, man. We need to talk about getting a coupon code from you so we can start running commercials like Native does. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go over and check out Native's lives. he does the goofiest commercials in his videos for ghosts, but they are so effective.
They're funny. Funny.
Dorothy Holloway's in the house.
Hey.
I hope everybody is surviving weather this week. Like it wasn't too terribly bad here. It was a little cold.
It's supposed to be warm now for the next few days.
Yeah, you know, it was a lot of people said that the snow video was really beautiful. Bad thing about the snow videos, they very quickly turn into muddy, messy videos. You know, and the only upside of it all is next spring.
I feel like I've been covered in mud for a week.
Yeah, but next spring it's going to be green because we're hopefully getting water back into the ground, getting some precip.
You can't see it there.
Which one do you want? That one?
Yeah. What'd she say?
Let's read it.
Oh yeah. No, she told me about that. She's super excited. She's got to figure out how to move it now.
Yep.
So yeah, but they're getting their infrastructure in, doing that.
Grateful Hearts Ranch. Thanks for being here. I don't know if you guys watch Ryan Hall, y'all, his weather channel, but he had a video out today, and it looks like for a large section of the country, especially you people down in the middle Tennessee area and south, going to get some pretty severe weather this weekend. And we're supposed to get some rain and all that, so you guys need to prepare for that, right? You know, part of preparing, like I said, I cut some more wood. I did that video yesterday, or I posted that video yesterday that I filmed on Saturday. Almost got the wood all the way stacked up for this winter. Almost. I think I got one more cord, and I think it'll be okay.
Some of that's burning pretty fast.
Oh yeah. Well, we've been running a lot when we really didn't need to. You know, when it's 50 degrees, we really don't need to. Really don't need to run the stove as hot as we've been doing. Oh, here we go. Here you go. Ghost is on the website right now, and you can activate the code GRUMPY in 3 minutes. 15% off the entire order until midnight tonight.
Look at that.
So if you guys want some quality apparel, t-shirts, he does the t-shirts. He does our Never Alone, and he does the hats for us. He does some other ones.
The Angry Pecker.
The Angry Pecker t-shirt. Now the stuff that's in our store can only be gotten off of our store, but he's got a huge array of shirts that are for sale on his website. So if you get that, use that code GRUMPY. And if you're a moderator, could somebody throw the ghostdesign.com link up there for everybody? Go check out his shirts. Not gonna lie, some of them are not work friendly, but that's okay. They're funny, and they speak to the way things are. Okay. The local rate is in Central Kansas, where I was hunting. His last name was probably. Homestead Twins. How you guys doing? How you doing? We still have not got the pigs in, and I'm not sure when we're going to be able to.
We just gotta get fencing. We gotta get Chris over to holes. We've got the fencing.
We need posts.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Dig the holes and then grab the posts. We got some posts that was big, and I think they'll work.
You're talking about the ones we got. Those things are like a foot round.
I think what a great way to hold in hogs.
Yeah, I decided to throw the banner up and everything. It was we hadn't been using it, but I was like, what the heck, why not? Let's act like we're professional, right? Act like we know what we're doing. So what else you got? You've been getting stuff ready for?
Yeah, I did some fun stuff. So Spags had asked me a while back ago about doing ice cream, and I kind of hemmed and hawed because we weren't really doing great with ice cream sandwiches. Now that ice cream sandwiches are starting to catch on, and Starla asked me about, I think it was butter pecan ice cream, if I could do that. I thought, I'll go ahead and try it. Couldn't find butter pecan, but I found cookies and cream, and holy smoke, it's like crack. That stuff was good. It was really, really good.
It really is. It turned out really well.
Yes, I got those, and then did the jerky, and so I'll be officially done with jerky tomorrow. And then
Well, and we've got the reason she's making the jerky. She's using all fresh grass-fed beef that we had slaughtered last spring.
this spring.
Oh yeah, last spring. Had it slaughtered last spring.
No, I got it in July.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah,
It was
right.
like a July or August.
You're right, because it was really late. I remember that. But it's all grass-fed. It's really delicious, and we're trying to clear out freezer space because looks like we got sheep we're going to be butchering, and we got chickens that need to go to freezer camp here in a couple of months. So we just got to get the
balance.
Got to get the balance.
Get a balance.
All right, Ghost says that code is operational. If you guys want to go support a veteran-owned company, Ghost is one you guys should support. He does a lot of giveaways on his site for subscribers and people that support him. He does them every Saturday. In fact, he gave away one of our shirts about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago.
Did you get him paid for that?
Yeah, yeah, I think he did.
If not, Ghost, let us know.
Yeah, if you didn't invoice us for that shirt, let us know, Ghost. We'll get it taken care of. I think he did. I don't know. There's been a lot of sleep between now and then. Oh, and the other side of Hacksman Homesteaders there.
Hi.
So I am in negotiation with Darren from Hacksman Homestead right now. I am trying to talk him into doing a self-sufficiency video with me, a live stream, so we can talk about it. I did that one with All American Prepper, and it was food independence, and so I want to do the next one on modern self-sufficiency, which is the second pillar of modern homesteading. So
I can't get that out of the way. Sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
But so yeah, I'm in negotiating with him. So if you guys want to see a live stream with Darren on modern self-sufficiency, go ahead and put a 1 in the comment or in the live chat. And if you're in chat and you're in the top chat, make sure you're in live chat so you can see everything. But yeah, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat if you want to see a video with me and Darren talking about all things modernly self-sufficient.
And it's just going to get you an invitation to the Congo.
Told you, give me a fire team, I'll go.
You're going to have to say no. No. They did that once, and that was crazy.
If you're new here and you didn't hear that story, we did the video with Billy from Permapasture on permaculture in the defense. Well, he had some people from the diocese, one of the archdioceses in the Congo, contact him because they wanted, as the way Billy put it.
Everybody is saying yes.
I am not making this up. This is what Billy said. And Darren, correct me if I'm wrong. Billy said that they asked him if he wanted to bring his team to the Congo to help the villagers put permaculture in the defense into action because the ISIS jihadis were attacking them and killing them. Yeah. Screw that. Chicago is closer and equal. Actually, Chicago is probably more dangerous because legally I can't have an AK-47 there. Oh, here we go.
So Spags actually just sent me a message and had my phone on. So he just gave me permission. If you guys remember, and you can go back to the video and you can see the Spags bags. We're going to run a Christmas special on this for $150. So how about that? And they're limited. We only have in our possession
like 10 left.
10 left. I think Bobby has a few more. So if you guys want those, $150 plus shipping, we'll get them out to you. And if you're local, I'll meet you. So
and we'll do a video. We'll do a video this week. I'll put one together to remind people and let them know.
Yeah.
And again,
How cool is that? Everybody's so generous tonight.
yeah, again, it's a veteran-owned thing, and it's one of a kind. It's probably one of the best, uh, EDC bags I've seen. You know, it's kind of a mix between an EDC and a get home bag.
Well, it's a great get home bag, especially for women. It's about 4.5 pounds, and then there's extra room to put some extra stuff in there and little goodies. If you lose your keys, you've got a lock picking set. If you know, just all kinds of things, all kinds of thought went into that. So, map to get you from Canada, U.S., and Mexico.
So now, so now in the past 2 years, Darren and I have been Billy's entourage,
Now you're a team.
and now we graduated to his team. So yeah, okay, going back up. Jane Marie, hello, thanks for showing up and joining us. Okay, so go. I had this up a little bit earlier. Go says we have about 60 people confirmed for the rendezvous so far.
How about that?
I'm planning on somewhere between 100 and 150 people total over the 10 days. Now the rendezvous is in Hanging Rock National Park in North Carolina. So if you're on the East Coast, it's actually, unless you're like in the deep South, like panhandle of Florida, or like up north of New York, it's actually a really easy drive to get to. I mean, I think it's 18 hours for us from here. And it's two.
No, it only took me when I went to North Carolina to see. Well, 2 more hours now, but it would be 14 hours.
No, I did Google's Maps.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, to the campsite. See, Ghost read my
I
mind.
thought they were up by Fayette.
Ghost read my mind. It is March 15th through the 25th. So it starts on a weekend and it goes the entire week, and then it ends on the next weekend.
Didn't we have something in there in March? We were going to try to hit them both, I think. I need to. I gosh, I have to get that calendar.
Prepper, the one that local preppers do.
Right.
Prepper.
So we were going to do
Prepper
one
camp,
and then
Prepper
go over
stock.
to the other one, Prepper Stock.
Is it Prepper stock?
Yeah. And like you, I don't know. They do some game. You have to take a shot if you say Prepper camp. So.
No.
Because he was making the same. Local Prepper was making the same mistake.
Okay, so Brian's looking for pizza tree seeds. When is Monsanto coming out? So. Hey, that was one of the stories I was going to share. And unfortunately, I don't have the link for it. There's a guy in Kansas that is suing Monsanto over the GMO seeds. So I thought that was pretty cool, taking it and trying to stick it to the big ag.
As though they've done nothing but make everybody sick.
So they still got about 30 or so campsites available.
Any of the good ones left though? Oh no, that was local. Their local prepper was talking about that. There's just a few good ones, which we would be tent camping. So you need to look at that. You need to get that done. Of course, do we have confirmation on that?
No, I got to get it.
We got to figure that one out.
Figure that one out.
See if we'll be cooking or not.
So, yeah, and everybody that went to the one last year, was it last spring? Yeah, it was in the springtime. Anyway, they had one in the fall because it was the same weekend as Midwest Preparedness Festival last fall. Anyway, everybody that's gone to those things has had a really good time, and everybody just said what a great way to get and meet people. And the cool thing about it, from talking with everybody, is all these get-togethers have a different flavor. We were talking about it at the last festival because Midwest Preparedness and Self-Reliance and Kentucky Sustainable, they all three had a completely different flavor. And I went down to the Ozark gathering in was it in July?
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
But it completely different than those three. Okay. And what are you looking at?
Oh, I just got comments coming in. I was just catching up.
Planning on one for the kids in July, a prepper camp. Going to have beginner first aid, food prep and storage, fire starting, bushcraft, land nav courses for the kids.
We actually do that at Midwest, so we do it together. It's family friendly. Everybody brings their kids, and then Christy does a great job. I think Pat helped her this time. A few other people helped her, and they did all that. So the kids have their classes and what they're doing at the same time that we have our speakers and all that.
They did a sit on the blanket competition where the last person on the blanket won something.
Like $20 or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
it was. I mean, for little kids. Well, little kids are teenagers too. But anyway, these kids, a couple of those kids sat on that blanket for like 8 or 9 hours.
Yeah.
It was like because
they even get to the point where they'll try pushing. Like if
yeah.
one brother doesn't get it, he doesn't last, then he'll go to the other brother. I've seen him wrestling to try to get each other off the blanket.
Yeah, it's always. Yeah, and here's the thing about it. We were talking about this last fall at Midwest Preparedness Festival. You know, the average age of the person that watches our channel is like 40 to 50 years old. That's just and I can tell by on the demographics, and a lot of other channels are the same way. So it's really important that we get the younger kids involved in this, and you know, we start them out doing the.
Hey, Tag.
Hey, Tag, how's it going? We start them out doing the prepper stuff, and it's a gateway drug for getting them into homesteading and stuff. But we have to get the young kids involved.
Yeah.
And we've got to be able to, and it goes back to the whole messaging thing that I'm always talking about. We have to be able to talk to them in a manner that A, they understand, B, is engaging, and C, that they can share with their friends, because we want them to take the message that we're giving them and share it with their friends and everything. Look at this face. Is that pathetic? You are pathetic.
No,
Well, Angela learned an important lesson today. You can give dogs too many bones.
oh yeah.
It
Or
jacks
they
up.
just hang around too long.
Yeah, it messes with their intestinal tract something fierce sometimes. Yes. Oh, there's HG.
Aye, aye.
HG says it's like someone I heard once talk about in church. If there's no kids there, the body is dying. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Richard says hi, Tag. You know what? Eagle lover, she's cute. God, she's a high maintenance thing. God, this is usually when she's like this, she's vibrating because she's sitting still.
Yeah.
She's a good dog, and Freya's a good dog too. Fancy's a good dog. Fancy the Great Pyrenees. I really wish she could be an inside dog, but
she could be. She wants to be.
She wants to be, but she is a snuggler and a lover. But she's going out.
You have a 150-pound dog on top of you all the time.
But you know,
and she does her job out there. So.
She's going out at night and killing critters, and it's a couple times she's taken off after coyotes.
Yeah.
You know.
And now I think we have a cow out there somewhere. I've been hearing it the last 2 nights.
You sure it's not over on the corner property?
Positive.
Well, they got cows next to the corner property.
Where?
The people that live on the corner, the house right next to them, the property right next to them, they've got cows.
No, this is coming from the woods.
No.
What are you? Stop.
Hey, you're gonna get put down.
Burn my eye. Oh my God, stop.
I'm gonna make you get out of the chair. And the dog's going with you. Oh. But so yeah. Where was I talking? Oh, the dogs. Yes, she can be a pain in the butt sometimes. And she was expensive last week, weren't you? Or 2 weeks ago, weren't you? All right, get out. Go. See, none of them listen to me either. That's what it is. So yeah, you know, it's just been it's really kind of a slow week. Get your paws off the table. But you know, it's just kind of a slow week. You're getting Christmas presents ready too.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Oh, we've done some really cute stuff.
Yeah. Oh gosh, we got people that are gonna get some, so we can't talk about them.
I know.
Okay. Never mind. We don't have any Christmas presents. Hey.
Yeah.
But
I've been working hard.
Yeah.
Getting What do you mean? I've been working hard. Like constantly, my sciatic nerve has been killing me for the last week and a half because I've just been on my feet the whole time. Yes, I'm doing my stretches. Yes, I'm doing my comfrey stuff.
Okay, you're mumbling.
Not mumbling. And so we'll get it. I put you down for a reason. And so anyway, so getting all that stuff, trying to get better, but still a lot of work to do. So I just try to be careful not to pick up too much too often. So ridiculous.
This is what it's like around here all the time with the dogs.
Stop.
They love their attention. Let's see. I seriously encourage the reading of Ordinary Men timely during the conflict in the Middle East. How did ordinary middle-aged men end up doing monstrous things in the world? The challenge to read. Okay, so I've been talking with Spags, and based on that book that HG was just talking about, I want to do a live stream with Spags specifically about this because I think he's got some good insight into it. And it is a great question. Anyway, the book is about I think it's the first Police Side Battalion from Hanover, Germany. And at the beginning of World War II, they were drafted into the military, and they were a police battalion, and they became part of the Einsatzen group, which went into the Ukraine, Belarus, in that area, and they were responsible for executing all the Jews. They did a majority of the killing of the Jews in that area, somewhere around 120,000, if the numbers are right in my head. But anyway, and it raises the question: how does somebody that is upholding law and order go from something like that to committing genocide? And the thing that struck me about when I read the book is nobody thinks it could happen to them, and I guarantee you these guys were given a choice. They were given a choice. You don't have to do this. We can send you back, and very few of them did that, and most of them ended up with psychological problems after the war. They became alcoholics. A lot of suicides taking place, but how does that happen? And my basic answer to that is the fallen nature of man, but there's more to it than that. It's a much more complex issue than that, and I think it's important, just like what HG said, not necessarily. I don't think that the Middle East, but here in the United States, because we're running the risk of things like that happening here. Let's just put it that way.
Tag is still in here?
Yep.
I want to show him what Kyle sent me.
Okay.
He hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that was the thing, Tag. One of the things that they figured out, the guys doing the book, peer pressure. It was peer pressure that got most of them to do it. Okay.
Can you get that up in there?
So.
Oh no, you can't see it. Oh, the light. You gotta fix the light. Your one of your boys made me a beautiful picture and mailed it with my check to reimburse the Tofi. But I thought that was funny. I wanted you to see that.
Come on, get the light back on. There we go.
It's got 13 of what? I'm just talking to Chuck.
Going back up. We got.
Is Chuck in here? I didn't even see him.
Yeah, Chuck, he just came in.
Hey, bud.
He came in late. Oh, man.
All right.
This is
all good.
This is getting away from me. 13 is perfect. Check. We have 13 people for the class.
Oh, good.
And I still haven't heard back from Chris. I need to talk to Chris and see how many people he can get into the class. Let's see. Without being eyes open and vigilant about what they allow to influence their thought process, not pre-planning where there are true lines which shall not be crossed, are people of character. Yeah. Well, and there's a saying. There's a saying that goes, if I can get you to believe in absurdities, I can get you to believe or I can get you to commit atrocities. And the question in my mind is, how many absurdities are they trying to get us to get people to believe now?
There's several.
So it's kind of, the future's up in the air right now. Let's see. Jonathan's in the house.
Hey.
The buzzing and the jingle of ice cream trucks. December in Texas.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but it's a dry December. But you know what? Let's not talk about stuff like that tonight.
Mosquitoes and
No, the what's going on?
Oh, I don't know. You're gonna get away from it.
No, we can get away from it because last week I don't know.
Well, look, we just gained another one.
We had to
14.
I had to do that last week, but I felt bad because we kind of blackballed when there were a lot of new subscribers. Hold on.
So I had somebody. I went into town to get some supplies for some of the stuff that I'm making, and there was a car parked right next to me. I came home and told she was trying to blackmail me, so we got into a very interesting conversation. But yeah, no, it was really funny. But it's fun that people are waking up and they're seeing that stuff and they're not afraid to talk anymore. So yeah, because there's, I don't know, apparently a shortage on dog food, the inexpensive dog food now.
All right, Tag, take care.
See y'all.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Everything that makes us and them beware. Absolutely. Well, but you know what though? Us and them isn't a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. In fact, it can be kind of essential for survival. The question is, the question is, where is it? See, Jonathan's got it down, man. Those who drink soda and those who drink pop
or Coke.
I
had that conversation. It drove me nuts. I asked somebody the other night. Well, when we were at the retirement party, at Scott's retirement party, I asked somebody. I said, "Do you want a pop? You want a Coke? There's Coke in there." And she's like, "No, I want a Diet Pepsi." And I think there's Diet Pepsi in there. I was asking you if you wanted a Coke, and she looked at me and she goes, "I want a Diet Pepsi." And I'm like, "It's the same thing," because I knew what she wanted to drink, but it was just hilarious. I was just like, "Oh my gosh!"
It's a Midwest versus everybody else thing. Oh goodness! Speaking speaking of being prepared, well, how's that for a good segue? That was really slick and smooth. That's being sarcastic. Anyway, speaking of being prepared, so winter is almost upon us, and we need to start thinking about these things. This last snow made us look at some things, and then there's people that got slammed pretty good up in the border area in Ontario and up in there. So they got some pretty good snow, and you got inclement weather coming in. So we need to start thinking about winterizing the homestead. And so let's talk about that tonight. And it's different. It's different for everybody because the people down south don't have to worry about snow, except Texas had that big freeze. So you need to be worried about stuff like that.
Key for us is wind breaks. We got up here. We've got to make sure that we get some wind breaks in. We're going to have to do that when the meat birds go into the tractor. So we need to get that secured. That's got to be taken care of. And I don't know how you want to do that.
They'll be fine. Just keep that in towards the north. And I'm going to cover it with a tarp. I got a 10x10 chicken tractor that I finished, and I'll just cover the one end with the tarp.
Okay.
So it'll be good.
Yeah.
But and there's things we got to worry about. Frozen spigots. That's a big one, and there's nothing much that we can do around here about frozen spigots. At least on our property. Other places, yeah.
We also, the other thing that's been real bad, and I'm so furious right now with the county, with the roads crew. The roads, it's so wet, they can't grade them, they can't put gravel on them, they can't do any of that, and it's so incredibly bad. It's tearing up the vehicles. It's awful. It's pothole after pothole after pothole, mudslides. You don't dare do over 35, or you're sliding all over the road going in. I've got the stupid kids going down the road, and then they don't realize all the trucks and equipment and everything that's been going up and down, it's now mud. There's no gravel. And so they'll be doing 45, 50 miles an hour, and then I'm passing them and they're sliding into my truck. This is a problem. And so, yeah, I about pooped my pants about 3 times so far in the last 3 days. So you got to slow down. You got to make sure that your tires are in good shape. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot. And unfortunately, none of it's cheap.
Yep. See, Joseph says there's a manual log splitter sold by Titan Attachments. The ones with the wheels are more expensive. Wood cutting. The chainsaws. Being able to sharpen your chains. The log splitters. Because let's face it, man. My days of splitting 5 or 6 cord of wood by hand are pretty much behind me. Between just my general physical condition and the fact that my shoulder's all messed up, I'm not splitting. I'm not swinging a maul for hours on end during the cutting wood and stuff. And so we need to get that. We need to make sure we've got good working equipment. We need to winterize our equipment. Our skid loader. I've got a slow leak in a tire that I've been messing with since last spring, but
why you don't just patch that?
It's getting to the point now where I need to pull it off and get it patched so it's not going flat in the wintertime, because airing it up in the wintertime is a pain in the bar. Okay, TJ and Bear Independent grade his own road because the county.
We are not allowed to. It's illegal.
Yep.
Too much liability. Yep, it's illegal here. We can't do that. Trust me. We want to. It's come up. Mowing either. You can't. So on the roads and things going down, if
on
it
the right
needs
of
to be
ways.
mowed, the right of ways, you can't mow either.
I've got a box of 3 bandsaw blades or bands. Just got another 8 chains for the saws, tools for sharpening, setting teeth, gallons of oil just in time. Yeah, see, that's.
And the other thing, you have kerosene for kerosene heaters. So there's things inside the homestead that you got to worry about. Get the generators hooked up to propane. Get that generator in. Get the kerosene. Make sure the oil lamps are full. Make sure the kerosene lamps are full. Make sure you've got a way to do your thing. Propane kind of saves my booty.
We need to get 5 gallons of kerosene.
Okay. Of the K1? Yeah. My lamp couldn't want to take the K1.
So
okay. All right.
Get kerosene.
And so, making sure you have that stuff stocked up, and you got to have all of that. And then plenty of blankets. How many wool blankets do you have in your household? If you don't have a generator and you can't get your heat, and so let's say how many people don't have fireplaces put in yet? You have your wool blankets? Thrift stores have them. Go pick them up. Start getting them.
Yeah. So 15 cord of wood. That's pretty darn good, man.
Great.
that is excellent. You know, and we'll go through. I think last year we went through seven cord total.
I thought you said we only needed 5 this year. It's going to be colder this year than it was last year.
Well, once I fill the bins up, we'll be at 5.5 because we've used half a quart.
Yeah, now you're saying you used 7 last year.
I guess you're right. I guess I do need to catch some.
I thought so.
Nah, that's okay. There's a bunch of trees down in zone 5 that I can go pull. Yeah.
Maybe you'll find that cow back there.
I've done plenty of little illegal things, just don't get caught. Yeah. You know, unfortunately, the way things are getting, it may be necessary. It may be more necessary than not.
Well, you would think that the monkey down the road who actually grades the roads would take care of our road, but he just takes care of the front of his house.
Sherry says terracotta pots and sterno work in a pinch. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, you only get as many BTUs out of something like that as what it gives off. You can't magnify it, and a sterno thing only does so much, right? I got 3. Heck, even got in 3 more inexpensive, good quality, easy program mobile base radios.
Good.
Yep. Oh, and I think I was talking with Darren this weekend, and I think I figured out how to get my radio antennas ran through the roof without causing it to leak. So I think I got that figured out. So I'm actually have the 10 millimeter up. I got to get an antenna for the roof, but I may actually have the 10 millimeter or the high frequency up and running here in not too long.
Maybe HG would want to buy your antenna. The one you said you didn't use.
Well, I can use it. I just can't put it on the roof.
Oh.
Can't use it in the wintertime because it's got to go outside. It's got to go down on the ground.
Oh, because you'd have to run it through the
window, exactly.
Okay.
I put a blanket over my comforter in the winter, and I stay toasted. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can supplement. You know, so I honestly not sure we're going to run the furnace this year, just basically because it's ineffective. It's really not inefficient.
It's useless.
It's inefficient. Well, it's not completely useless. It's inefficient.
It doesn't like a lot of the ventilation, so the vents and everything. We knew this moving. Well, we didn't know it moving in.
Well, we didn't know it was as bad as it is.
Yeah, but there are actually vents in the house that don't work. So there's only one exit that puts heat out, and it's in the freaking hallway. And so the wood burning stove actually works best to heat the house, and then we just pull the heat in, and that works fine. And so, and that's actually cut the propane bill. Previous people that own this house were paying, were using 600 gallons of propane every contract. And so that's what they were using every year. We don't use nearly that much. And so we broke it down. In fact, last year we only used 250.
Yep, I've got my my technician license.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can use high frequency and do all that. And I don't know if I'm going to get the expert license or not. I don't know. It's just
You ought to.
well, I need to get back on and practice the technician stuff first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun. In fact, I'm thinking about doing a video on three things for the new ham user that will help you and get you online quicker and make it easier to have a communications plan.
Well, it always sounds so goofy, but I always enjoy like if there's a radio or something. Even if I bought something for my dad or Garen, then I could go to the radio shop, and it was funny because my dad's birthday is in November, so it was always hitting the Black Friday sales, trying to get special radio or antenna or whatever. And the guys would always give me like kudos and 100. Man, you have to be the best wife in the world. They were so jealous because I was going in there and buying massive antennas and all kinds of weird crap. And they're like, my wife would never let me do that.
And she gave me with the antenna we were talking about. She gave me my Christmas present early, and she bought a really nice antenna that got really good reviews, inexpensive, ish.
Ish.
Not that antennas aren't inexpensive. Let's just put it that way. But this one was not too overly pricey.
I don't think I've ever spent less than $250 on
But-
an antenna for
But
you.
it's a nice high frequency antenna. The problem is, it's not a problem. The technical aspect of it that makes it so I can't put it on the roof is it's tunable. But the way you tune it is you raise and lower the antenna. The longer the upright of the antenna, the different frequency it is. So you have to manually adjust it for all the different high frequencies. And if you're ham operating, you know, if your 10 meter's not working, you go to 14.4 or you change frequencies and stuff and try to find something that's active. You know. Let's see here. Homestead Twin says, I mow the right of way by me and even plow my road in the winter, a quarter mile when this. I don't ask, and no one has ever said anything. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. Grading this road these roads out here is a job for a
Big equipment.
yeah, a big grader. You know, the big construction groups. You know, I could probably move some of the snow right in front of the house with the skid loader, but yeah, it's an industrial job out here. Let's see here. Another good trick my granddad taught me is if you have a queen size bed, always get king size blankets. Yeah, so they hang over. Because somebody is always pulling the blanket off in the wintertime, and you end up with your butt hanging out in the cold. You're terrible at that because you hook it and you roll over and you yank it off in the middle of the night.
I mean, I'm just trying to stay warm.
But yeah, so you know,
sleep, so that you can't fault me for that.
and you know, and so you get your house and know about things to do whenever the weather gets really cold. A lot of your pipes and everything will run along the outside of the house. So if you're gonna have a cold snap that you know is gonna cause problems, leave a sink trickling. Just turn the water on a little bit so that the water is always moving through it.
There was a guy over in a couple, but the guy was taking care of it, and over in the material department, and he was buying the thick plastic, like what you would sew with and do all of that. And he made the comments that he bought 4 yards, which I don't know how that's going to cover every window. The 4 yards wouldn't work for us; we would need more. And but he was making the comment that was actually more effective and more efficient than the plastic for your window covering that they sell at like Lowe's and that kind of thing.
Where you take your hair dryer.
Yeah. And the cost of it was only $4 and some change for a yard. So that seems to me that's even cheaper than Lowe's. So I mean, there's an idea for you.
You know, and then again, talking about your vehicles, make sure that. And I got caught with this the other day. I did not have enough coolant antifreeze in my vehicle, and it was causing my heater not to work. And you know, it's one of those things. Make sure your tires are aired up. I've got a spare on my Jeep that I need to get replaced because it's not holding the air in it now. Because the roads out here do tear up tires really bad. Yeah, Richard says, everybody, please get your ham license. The manual is free online, and study the technical manual. The test is only $25 on average.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So here,
Mrs. Hacks, if you're still on here, call me when we get done. I have some information. I was talking to my dad, and I have some information for Darren.
So I've got a video. I did a little over a year ago, and it was actually in response to a video that a live that local prepper was doing about ham radios. And you know, here's my take on the ham radios, because there's a lot of people out there that have them that don't have their license, and they're like, well, I'll break it out and I'll use it whenever the time comes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 2 meter and high frequency are not like your little MRS radios that go a mile or so.
The ones that you need, you have to have a license to be able to purchase them.
No, you don't have to have one.
Yes, you do. Every time I go in there to purchase a radio for you or my dad, they have to pull up your call numbers, and they have to see that you were licensed. Every single time.
That's funny because you can buy one off online that you don't have to.
Of the higher ones,
Yeah.
like of all the stuff that I bought you and Dad. I don't know. Really?
Yep.
That's weird.
Let's see here. We got Glenn the Goner. I'm not going to put that. I'm going to read this first.
What?
No, we got somebody kick him.
Oh, you got a turd in here.
Yeah, we got somebody spamming us.
Oh.
So anybody?
Good
Hang
Lord.
on, guys.
You want me to get in? Oh, I'm not a moderator on our
Are
channel.
you not?
No.
You're not. Why are you not a moderator on our channel?
Oh, yeah. I forgot on the other one. Let me grab my phone real quick. I can do it.
Oh my gosh, guys!
We have
apologize.
mods in here. I don't know what the issue is. Go ahead and get off there.
Oh, they deleted it.
Okay.
People are taking care of it.
Okay.
Thank you for taking care of that, guys.
Where is again? I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, some people just they've got too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
They got too much time on their hands.
Oh, speaking of too much time on
Oh no,
hands.
hold on. Let me get back to what I was talking about
Oh.
first. Here's the thing about radios. The only way you can legally practice with them is to have a license. And if you're worried about being on a list, being on a ham license, having a registered ham license call sign is the least of your problems of being on a list. In fact, if that's the only list you're on, then you're not doing it right. You're not pursuing a life debt free properly, because you should be doing stuff. You should be doing stuff on a daily basis that causes the government to think of you as somebody who could be a potential problem. And I hate to say it that way, but it's true. Oh, let's see here. So Rick's right on, preach it. Yeah. So get out there, get your license. It's super easy. We had a kid, and when I got my license, we had a kid who was just a wee bit. He was a wee bit retarded. I mean, I'm just going to say it. He very, very high functioning. He was a good kid, and they proctored the test. He did not have to take the written test. They proctored it, and he they asked him questions, and he answered the questions, and he passed the test. So if somebody like that could do it, then anybody could do it.
It's not gonna break my hearts.
Yeah. Oh, they've got.
They definitely have my fingerprints. I've had to have background checks. They've got yours. You've had background checks.
Well, I've had 3 top secret clearances in my life, so yeah. Let's see. I had the one at the National Guard job, and then I had one through the DoD, another one through the DoD, and then I had one through the NRC, which is the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. So yeah, had 3 top secrets.
Max has a 70-foot tower. He just needs the bolts. Were you ever gonna get with Chris and get that 80-foot tower?
I got to get with him. We're gonna test the radio over at his place. They're gonna put the tower up at his place.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the plans. We're gonna do some testing over on somebody else's property, and if we get 2 meter out of the valley over at his place, I'm gonna buy a repeater. I'm gonna invest in a repeater and get a frequency. In fact, we need to check with the FCC and make sure that there's a.
Yeah, wasn't there a waiting list for that?
No, you gotta have a frequency. You gotta have a frequency for it. So I need to call. I'm pretty sure where we live there should be some frequencies open. So we'll hopefully within the next 6 months to a year we'll have a repeater that we can get 2 meter out. And they can be expensive. That one we were looking at for our house. Somebody was going to give us a 130-foot tower. Needed 11 yards of concrete just to anchor it, and that I don't know if you guys have priced concrete recently, but it is not inexpensive anymore.
Grateful Heart Rant says, don't forget the GMRS repeaters if the hand bands aren't available.
Yeah, GRMS. I can't even remember what GRMS stands for, but those are the ones like you get at Walmart for the family things, and you do GRMS. You do have to have a license, so to speak, but there's no test. There's nothing like you're supposed to have. It's like a family license type of thing, and family in this case is extremely loosely defined. Let's see here. Just have to have a quarter repeater pair for the repeater. Yeah, well, or one that'll do. One that'll transmit and it will do sideband, basically transmit on one frequency and receive on another frequency. But basic concrete here is 150 plus yards with free. See, we get charged a road fee.
Well, because of who we order it from.
But everybody,
so Hacks did not get charged a road fee.
Really?
Yes.
I thought that was a state.
It's the road tax, but no, they did not. That's what Mrs. Hacks said because I asked her.
Yeah, GRMS is a tad different than FRS, absolutely. And you can get GRMS at Walmart too. At least you could around here. Used to be able to. I don't know. I haven't even checked. It's been so long. It's been so long since I checked because I kind of. God, it's just a terrible thing to say being a prepper, but I think I've got enough radios.
I think you have plenty.
I honestly,
and I bet you if you talk to my dad, they're traveling so much, you could probably have more.
Ooh, he's got a nice one too.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he's an old school Elmer. He's
got some neat ones.
Yeah, he's been at it a long time.
Gosh, my dad was doing that when I was young, and I would stand in the garage. That's where my dad had all of his radios, and we'd sit there, and he would do the what is that? The
Morse code.
Morse code, and he could pick up. There was one girl. I think I was 7 or 8. I think I was 8, and he was talking to a girl. She was 13 over in Japan, and so that was pretty neat. It was a lot of fun. I always enjoyed watching my dad do that.
Nope, I got the ham guys talking. They're
taking over the stream.
No, they're comparing equipment now. Oh my goodness.
Man, it's funny.
Well, and
Toys and their toys.
that goes to being prepared too for the winter. What happens if there's a blizzard and you need to communicate? And we're lucky now that since we got the amplifier in the house that we can actually pick up signals during the wintertime. But if the towers go out, which it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, no, it's a lot. But and if they do, you'll never know. I mean, like right now, Americans are shooting at other people, and other people are shooting back at Americans, but we're not at war.
Hey.
I mean,
we don't want to talk about stuff like that. We don't want to discuss.
What I'm saying is, you're not going to get the information.
You
need to have the ham radio so you can get the information.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, that goes hand in hand. Actually, I'm not sorry. It goes hand in hand.
Okay. Let's see here.
And I kept it clean.
I have a ham radio. I've not got a license, but I live in a town. I'm trying to find a way to disguise a tower as a TV antenna.
I've seen it.
Some of the Yagi antennas look like old school TV antennas.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you get the right TV antenna, you can actually get it so you can tune it.
What would the importance be of disguising it?
She wants to be secure. She doesn't want people knowing she's got a hand. See, HG may have some ideas for you, so give him a shot, Starla. Okay, so we're at an hour. I found something in fact, it was yesterday I found this, and I wanted to share it with you. So, up in the upper Midwest, they have a thing called a hygge, and it's a winter thing, and it's the Danes up in Wisconsin, Michigan area brought this over from the old country. It's called a hygge, and it's a term meaning happy winter making. Hygge. It translates into comfort, and what it is, it's the whole idea that if you're cooped up in your house all winter long because it's snowy 5-6 months out of the year, you want to be comfortable and you don't want to make yourself nuts. So there's different things you can do in the wintertime to get hygge with your friends and family. And I thought it was very interesting, and I got 4 of them here that are dead simple. So the first one you can do outside is get fresh air and exercise. That means that you and me are going to snap on snowshoes this winter, and we're going to go for a trek in the woods.
Oh, you better get me snowshoes that fit.
We got snowshoes that fit. We got them out in the outbuilding.
Mine do not fit.
You never even tried them on.
What are you talking about? The ones we got in Colorado? They're in my closet.
Those are boots, snowshoes.
Oh, those snowshoes. I forgot about those. Probably even have those.
Yeah. So go out and get some fresh air and exercise. Go sledding. Go do something.
Where did I get those from?
I got them at the auction, online auction.
Okay.
Get out and get fresh air. Get some exercise. Don't stay cooped up all winter long.
And it's important to make sure that your body is discharging, so so you don't get sick all the time. So you need that sunshine. You need to connect.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie.
Try to get your 3 minutes of cold in so that you can come in and warm up, burn that fat, burn all the illness. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. In the wintertime, I get more than enough time outside, but we need to do more of it. We need to spend more time together outside and do some fun things outside. The next thing, so the Swedes have this thing. It's a tradition called fika. It's Fika, and it's they collectively take a break during the day and enjoy some coughing and a little something, quote unquote. Coffee.
Oh, coffee.
So it's the practice of centering. It's when you stop what you're doing. You stop what you're doing and you get yourself a mug of hot chocolate or coffee or mulled wine or something, hot cider, whatever. You sit down and you relax and you focus yourself and you just reflect on things in general and just decompress a little bit. Do it after you get home from work. If you're stuck home with the kids on a snow day or the grandkids, send them outside so they can get some fresh air, and then you center. Just whatever you need to take some time and do that. Do some fika, as they say in Sweden.
You sure that's how it's pronounced?
Yeah, fika right there.
No, I can't. I don't know.
The next thing, and this is one for all you craft makers. Make something by hand on those dark winter evenings. Grab a craft.
That's what I've been doing. Been making, cutting, putting together, getting all kinds of stuff going, and I enjoy it. I like it.
Yeah.
And it keeps me busy. I don't feel like, at 6 o'clock I'm not falling asleep, and then waking up at 11, not being able to go back to sleep because I slept 5 hours.
Right.
Wasted, half the evening. So it's working out pretty well.
But just do something. You should find something to do where you can sit down in front of the fire.
If I had a sewing room, I could do
You've got a sewing room. You've got so much
I
stuff.
don't have a sewing.
You made a big.
I don't have a
wanna
cutting
I don't have
table.
I don't have this discussion.
Get your clothes off my sewing machine.
I don't wanna, that's not the
Keep
reason.
your clothes off my sewing machine.
That's not
and
the
get
reason
my
you don't
cutting
use it.
table.
That's not the reason you don't
Where
use
am
it.
I
So
gonna
don't
cut?
even,
I need
don't
my
even play
cutting
that game.
table.
don't even play that
I
game.
have a whole quilt actually to do. It's the Stonehenge pattern, and I've got it in there. I pulled it. I found it, and so and then I was gonna put. I need to put a quilt together, and I need to get the grandbaby's blankets done. Do you realize those embroidered blankets I did?
Mhm.
None of our grandchildren have them.
Yeah.
My cousin's children have them. Other people's children have them. My grandchildren do not.
Yeah.
So I've got to get those made.
Yeah.
But I got to figure out that computer too.
But just do something by hand. Okay. Hey, Farm Ranch Homestead. Let's see what he say. I just saw a notification after Pinball's live stream ended. It's good to see a lot of familiar folks here at Starlight HG. So hey, glad you made it, man.
Yeah.
Glad you made it.
Yeah, notifications have been weird.
The last thing that they brought up in this article I was reading was gathering together, and this is the thing we did last weekend is actually what made me think, gravitate towards this article because I saw this part. Winter is very isolating. People don't get out much. The reason why they had barn dances and quilting bees and stuff like that in the wintertime,
Cookie exchanges.
they did it so they could get together and do stuff. And a lot of these things revolved around church activities, but you live up some of these places out here, there's no way you're getting to church on Sunday if it snowed really hard. Seriously.
But it's very common for them to close actually.
Yeah. So just think about some of these things. Yeah, see here. Hey Virginia. Brian, I just beat my head against the wall to stay sane. Yeah, see and a lot of people don't want to do that.
And that's what they're like, what do they call it? The blue, it's blue something, but
cabin fever.
Yeah, cabin fever and then all that kind of stuff. But the winter time is hard. A lot of people get depressed in the wintertime.
Yep.
Because there's not a lot of light, but it's exactly kind of like that list you were going over. It's because we forget to charge. Your body has to be charged. That pH balance has to be taken care of. And if you're not out in the sun getting sun and you're not connecting with the outside, there's no way you can discharge illness and no way that you can get filled up with goodness. So, that has to be a priority. You just got to remember to do it. And believe me, I can sit and tell you to do this all day long, and so I'll forget. And I will, get in the kitchen and stay in the kitchen all day and then can't figure out why I'm exhausted and my back hurts and how did I pull that thing or, how did that happen when really what I need to do is I need to go take a 3-minute cold shower and then get dressed and then I need to go take a few minutes and kick my socks and shoes off, even if it's cold, and touch the ground. I need to start doing that.
You and Billy.
Huh?
You and Billy.
Does he do that?
Yeah, he did a whole thing on it.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
See, Homestead Twins, you need to touch base with Darren next Self-Reliance Festival because he's got the industrial sewing machine and he does stuff like that too. Yeah. Let's see. HG calls it. Oh, Porterhouse Hotel. There's Eric.
Hey.
Seasonal affective. Sad. You get sad because everything has to be a disorder or syndrome. Man, Virginia popped in and Porterhouse and Till popped in.
Nice.
Let's see here.
Oh, and so it's really interesting. I've had several conversations with people who have been out and about, and a lot of people are getting frustrated over food prices and getting frustrated over Christmas gifts. And it's interesting to me because the more I hear everybody pushing buy on TV and all the commercials, the more frustrated I'm hearing people get. And like I said, people are getting really verbal on that. So I go back to this, and if you have to find a craft and all of that, people love to get homemade gifts. They love it. And so get creative, get in your kitchen and cook some stuff, get things packaged up and just do them cute. Let me show you this. And so I remember these when I was a kid, and we would always get them for Christmas. Like it was a big thing in the military as a kid.
Hey, if you're one of our friends and you're local, avert your eyes.
That's all good. But I'm gonna sell these too. So, but this one is dry canning and it's the lemon poppy seed. And then what I did is I just cut a quilting square, so it's got that on there, and then I put that over the lid, put the ring on, and then tie a string with a label on it. And so
And for you, those of you that don't know what dry canning is, that is.
I have a video on it. I think.
Did we do the video?
I think I did. I thought I said it wasn't a
I
long
think we got a
time ago.
video. I think we got a video, but this is a lemon seed poppy muffin.
If not, I can
In
do
a
another
jar.
video.
They last about 6 months.
Yeah.
Well,
so
in this house, they last 6 months. Normally, they last 2
we
years.
don't really know how long.
Yeah.
So,
So how many months does it take to get to the bottom, basically, of it?
And then here's another really easy thing to do. And so, a lot of us are trying to figure out freezer space and all of that. And so, grab, and it's hunting season. So, how great is that? But grab some meat, defrost it, and make jerky. What a great gift. I mean, if somebody had to go buy this, it'd be $25, $30. So, what a great gift. And it didn't cost you $25, $30 to do. So, different things like that. And there's, and then with the quilting squares, what they would do, there would be enough people that would trade back and forth. And then you put together a quilt, like a
Get
square
your
quilt.
show them how you're doing the ice cream, too.
Down there. Biggest tip for Thanksgiving was the freeze-dried ice cream. One cousin asked about a freezer, gave him Grumpy's code. Cool. If they
This
decided
is how we're doing it. See if I can get
So I'm just throwing them in these containers. You're gonna have to do something about that light.
Anyway,
that light messes
I'll
it
hold
up.
it back here.
But so I'm just putting them in these containers, and then it is the ice cream. So I'll just grab one of these. And, like some of them, it was funny. So it just depended on which shelf that it was on. Some of them came out like, how many gloves? So I can't touch this. Some of them came out like the ice cream scoop. So those ones are really cute. But others, the milk just expands. And so those expanded.
Where are your
But
gloves?
right here, babe. A box right on the shelf there. And but it was a lot of fun. So this one is cookies and cream. I still have some ice cream sandwiches, I'm pretty sure. I need to do more. Fat Boys are back in, so I need to go get the Fat Boys.
Make sure you save those crumbs because you can package those and sell them as cake toppers.
Right. I was kind of thinking, like, I wonder how they would do on hot chocolate and liquor and that kind of thing. But so they just kind of expand like that. But those are so good. What are you doing? Well, why did I pick it up with my glove?
I don't know.
You were just going to eat it. But and then some of them look like ice cream scoops, balls. But yeah, no, super cute. So I got this done, and then I am going to do, since I found these containers and they're not bad, I am going to go ahead and do some Snicker bars and some chocolate caramel treats and that kind of thing, and get all those up. So,
Oh, give me a
super cute.
5x5 if our audio's okay. Starlet. Oh, SG says it sounded fine.
Yeah, Starla, you got to turn your computer up, turn your sound up.
Oh, it's still good.
I have to hurry up and get them packaged. He was supposed to bring me labels, but we have like a label issue, so we'll get that fixed tomorrow.
Well, and
And
I
then
told
I'll
her.
get all those
I told her
packaged up.
she takes those to the flea market here next week.
Oh my God, that is next week. Yes, I have to start baking.
Take it to the flea market next week, and give samples of that. She will sell out. Seriously. Yeah, HG says Sugar Rush coming.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. So yeah. No, so lot of fun, and just getting creative with some stuff. Try some new recipes. Oh my gosh. Did keto chaffle, and it is almond flour. No, that one I used coconut flour. It was coconut flour and some other stuff, pumpkin and cinnamon, and
They're little
sounds
mini.
really
They're little
gross.
mini waffles.
Yeah, and mozzarella cheese, but so there's like nothing bad in it, and it's all keto friendly. And so I've been playing with those. Those came out wonderful. Super excited. You want to see them? They look like honeycomb. I'm gonna share them. They're cute.
She's been experimenting a lot. She made the little savory ones are actually really good.
Those are gone. You ate all those. I have to make more.
Well, you only did one
No,
batch.
I know. I got.
There were 24 of them.
24 of them. That's 3. So, but these here you can eat that, and then but those they're just like little mini waffles, super cute, keto friendly, and yeah, just
The
been doing a
texture's
lot.
weird.
It's not. I like it better than the pancake mix.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. And so, but yeah, a lot of it is like egg and cheese based, and I went and got more mozzarella, so that I could just knock it out of the pack.
Well, Virginia, if you're having a hard time hearing, it's probably a little bit our fault because we're
On a new camera.
we're using the tablet.
I wonder if you could turn that up. Did you try turning that
It's
up?
up as loud as it can go,
Uh,
and if the microphone don't. Problem is you're not speaking loud
if I speak any louder, I am going to be yelling.
enough. That is good. I don't know why.
So yeah, so just fun to play and get some of that stuff done, and good times around here.
No rabbit, slinging the truth out, man. Slinging the truth out. Oh man.
I wonder if it's the type of computer that they are on.
Could be background noise. Could be a little bit of everything. Look at that big screen. You're on the big screen now.
Hey,
Are you ready for your close up?
what close up?
I don't know.
Who said that?
Whatever close up you get on the big screen.
Oh, I don't. So, I don't know. Anyway,
Well,
but yeah. So I don't know. There's all kinds of fun stuff, and so that's what I'm doing. And hope you guys are doing great. But don't get frustrated by prices. Don't feel forced to go buy a bunch of crap that nobody's going to use, or they're just going to regift anyway because they don't appreciate the thought that you put into it. So put some real thought into it. You know, bake them something, make them something, do all of that. I'm telling you, people love it.
you do
Another pound of ham and cheese. Do
Yes,
you make a
spicy
spicy version of ham and cheese? No.
That's a thought.
Chili powder? I could put some chili powder in there.
No, we need to figure out how to make like a Takis type of thing.
Every time you try to get me into something, it turns out weird. But so yeah, so
Okay.
just be making it. And Rexter, I've got your half a pound of each of myrrh and frankincense, but then I never heard anything. But it's here, it's stored in back. So
So
just let me know.
So the prepping supplies. We got
Prepping supplies.
we got chastise. Chastise isn't the real word. Isn't the
What are you
right word.
talking about?
Misty.
Oh,
Misty
yeah, no,
got
we did not get chastised.
Misty got upset because we were giving them
freeze-dried food and canned food, and we do every year.
Yeah, and for like the last 2 Christmases we've given, and she's like, I don't want any more because Chris keeps putting it up in the pantry and I can't eat it.
He won't let her get into it. So, but this year I've got something special for her, and then they'll still get prep room supplies. So, but yeah.
No, it's not Christmas until somebody's crying their skeins.
Few family members, the finger for Christmas. Yeah, I hear you.
The Dropkick Murphys have a great Christmas song about
that's
that very
fun. Yeah.
that very subject.
Yep.
I'm thinking about doing a gift basket for someone with quart full of soup mix, brownie, bread, and stuff. Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, and that's another really great one too. If you ever see like for cookies and all of that, I'll just put the powder and the chocolate chips in and the sugars and all of that, and then put that in there. So then all they have to do is add the butter and water or whatever else goes in there. So those are always fun to do too. Yep. And you could, well, I guess you couldn't dry can this because it would melt the chocolate. Yeah. But so no, that won't work. But yeah, or you could just go ahead and make them and dry can them, or beer. You just do that. Then it's already made, and they don't have to.
What was it? Big Angie had those.
Angie doesn't like me giving them prepping stuff either because Mario puts it all away.
No. Angie had the cupcake lollipops. Remember those?
Yeah. Those are easy to do. Those are easy. I don't eat a lot of them, so but yeah.
Yep. That's why that one year we gave the soup in a jar. Remember that?
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
you put all the dry ingredients for
Mhm. And then they would just make their soup, and it was a whole meal. And then the syrups and jams and all of that stuff, those are always a huge hit, especially with your family.
Yeah.
So those are always a huge hit. So yeah, don't you guys get frustrated by expensive prices and cheap crap. You just go ahead and make stuff. It's more fun anyway. What do you say? I missed it.
Well, he said it's in the living room. And HG said no fine china on those end tables. You assume correct.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, we're an hour and 20 minutes. So
Hour and
if
20 minutes.
anybody has anything,
Is there anything you guys want to talk about? And we can talk about black pill stuff if you want. I would rather not, especially after last week. I actually think we lost a couple of people.
I asked you about that, but you said no. You said you didn't see anything on there because you can see where we lose.
Well, I know, but there were some names that didn't show up again this week that were on last.
That doesn't mean anything. We're getting closer to holidays, and people are busy.
I-
People work. You think you upset broke farmers?
No, it's not that. I think I don't want people walking away thinking that we did a bait and switch on them. You know, I want people to enjoy their time there. You know?
Hopefully everybody does, but you're also never going to make everybody happy either. So
The unabridged version of understanding women. Yeah, not enough time. Hey, you know what? There's a good Christmas gift. In all seriousness, subscriptions. I don't like Mother Earth News, but a subscription to Mother Earth News.
I don't think you can do that anymore. I think they sell it on the computer now.
No, you do your subscriptions online. It's an online subscription.
Yeah.
But they don't do a
magazine.
Well, I don't know if they do a magazine or not. I know you can get an online subscription. But you've got Off-Grid Living, you've got Grit, you've got what's the other homesteading one? But
there's a lot.
There's several different magazines that are reasonably priced. It's like $40 for 2 years or something like that.
I think sometimes cheaper than that, especially now this time of year. So, but there's all kinds of stuff.
Oh.
So what a great way.
Oh,
What's the matter?
Cindy got her Christmas present. 4 jars canner. Super impressed. Gonna test it out.
Did not know that they had a canner. Very interesting. I'll have to go look at that.
Yes, Homestead Tsunami's out. Got some very favorable reviews too. Some people I know that read it.
It's Joel Salatin, so there's that. Of course, it's gonna be great.
The Republicans in the great state of Texas voted a property tax rate decrease. My home taxes went from over $3,000 to 84 cents. That is awesome. That is awesome. That's it's not often that government gets it right, but they get that right. Rescue was saying his went down to $77.
Wow. And ours went up. For the second time.
Ours is going up again. That is awesome. But we're working on it, guys. We're working on it. This is not.
It takes a while. It's a fight. It's not something that's going to happen overnight.
So I was just having this conversation this morning. So, 1913 is when the first income tax was passed in the United States. So we're well over 100 years of this stuff. It's going to take us a long time to get out of it, and it's going to be hard. Not going to be pretty, but it can be done. Okay. Oh, Hax wants to talk more about the modern sustainable living live. So the idea behind it is, so everybody knows what my definition of self-sufficiency is. Self-sufficiency is. Modern self-sufficiency is the ability to take care of as many problems with the skills, tools, and materials that you have on hand. And
are you and Hax going to do that?
Yeah, Hax and I are going to have a conversation about that. We're going to do a live. We're going to figure out what we're going to discuss and what we're going to do that. But it's all it looks different for everybody, and it's not a one size fits all, because if you live in an apartment, your modern self-sufficiency toolkit, and when I say toolkit, I'm not talking about just your physical toolkit. It's what's up in here and what you have handy.
So that's interesting because some friends of ours need a wind block done for their cows.
Mm-hmm.
So Wes is not on here. If you were thinking you were missing him, he's not on here because he was actually over there working today.
Was he?
And so they went to a neighbor's barn that was falling down. And well, first they started with the original wind block that they had, or it was a lean-to, I think. And so it had fallen down. So they sorted out the good wood, reusable wood, and then took the bad wood down to the burn pile, and then went up to the farm and started tearing that down, collecting all the good boards. So she's going to end up with I think she's a 36 by 16, three-sided wind block,
Nice.
lean-to for the cattle. So for the cows.
Nice.
So that she's got a few milking cows, and so that's what they'll use for that. But yeah, so it worked out really well. And then in trade for that work, then he's going to get a cow, but he hasn't figured out who's going to buy it yet. So I asked her to, should I talk to him? And I'm like, yes, you can talk to him, because we told him to find somebody that would want it for them to work on the car to do that. So anyway,
well, and
so
that's
hopefully that all works out for him.
That's that alternative economy.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing modern self-sufficiency, and they're looking for this new economy, and
they found it. But so there would be no money exchanges, just all labor.
Right.
So it works out really, really well. Yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. Salvaging is one of the best things a homesteader can do: make friends and keep your eyes open for opportunities. Right. We got a whole bunch of books and a whole bunch of good stuff from that prepper house, and we need to call Tony and not Tony, Tim, and see about getting over there and get some more stuff.
Metal panels.
The A-frame for butchering
if it's
animals.
Still there. So we had a new neighbor move in, so I'm almost wondering, and he just moved in 2 months ago. So I know Tim was thinking about selling that property, so I'm not sure if that's who he sold it to or not.
Okay.
So you got to talk.
Looks like we may be buffering a little bit, folks.
Yeah, we can just jump out.
Well, the phone's it's going good now. Richter says he'll try to pay you. You're not in the doghouse.
Dude, whenever you're not in the doghouse, I just have it here. And believe me, you're not the only one. Other people will say things and I put it aside, and then nothing ever happens with it because, quite frankly, life happens.
Yeah.
And so, people get sick, things happen, people forget, whatever. I do it too. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to go get one of those, and then I don't remember anything for another year. And I was like, oh crap, I was supposed to do that. So don't worry about it. You're not in the doghouse. It's here.
Silver linings, you made it. That's all that counts.
And so I just need to know what you want. So you need to either message me or whatever, somehow get a hold of me, because I need to know what you want, because I have to get it boxed, and then I have to weigh it, measure it, and then figure out what shipping is going to be on that, and then I can tell you how much it's going to be. So you just need to let me know what you need.
And I talked with JR today, and by the end of the week, the website should be updated with all the new stuff and everything that's for sale. And probably gonna have to get it updated again. We'll see how things go. Well, you got some pretty good stuff. I think the ice cream.
You want to keep the ice cream in stock? You want to keep that?
Well, no, but it's something that can be sold and used. Really, it's the ice cream. The ice cream's not going to stay very long in those those containers.
Yeah, no, it would have to. If you want it long-term shelf life, it's got to be in a Mylar bag, but those get crushed.
Yeah, so
but
there's other things. Okay.
The keto snacks. I want to work on. There's some carnivore snacks in there too that looked really interesting. There's a pizza, with the
Rotating
sugar cube sauce.
360 camera on the top of a flagpole. I'm not sure. You probably have to get online and go on Amazon. I'm sure they've got rotating cameras. It's not just junk. You're a picker, right?
Picky picker.
But, you know, and it's just it. I think it's going to be a great. By the time we're done, I did the food independence with All American. I'm doing the self-sufficiency with Hacks, and I've got a great guest lined up for doing the community one. So we're gonna do the 3 videos about the pillars of modern homesteading, and they will help hopefully give people inspiration and ideas on what to do, right? So whenever we do the live, you guys, we'll let you know ahead of time, and we'll have a really good discussion. You know, that's one.
See, Simpler Times Homestead is in here.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right there.
Yeah. So sorry we're late. They're here.
That's okay.
Well, you were getting all sad, like maybe you ran people away last week.
No. Preparedness pickers.
Brian, I have a special container to store ice cream in. It's called my tummy. Put it in my tummy.
Oh man. Well, we are getting. I hate to do that to you, Simpler Times. We're getting kind of late.
Yeah.
Running over an hour and a half.
Ooh-wee. So anyway, as always, it's great to see you guys and
Absolutely.
have you in here. Hope you get creative and get some of those special Christmas gifts made and get that done. Another idea too, and our other neighbor, Nicole and Tony, they actually do it. They'll even make like little cocktails and then can them up, and then that's what they give out. So those are always fun. So
no, Skeins, it's I know things and I drink, not when I drink. I know things and I drink. That's 2 skills.
I
2 skill
drink
sets.
and I know things. I thought that's what it was. I don't know. I don't watch that movie, but anyway, is it a movie or was that a series?
Well, they used it in Game of Thrones, but it's actually warrant officers in the military.
Right on.
They drink and know things.
Yeah,
okay. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Life is, at the end of the day.
You're good.
At the end of the day, life is way more important than following our life. We've always.
Plus, it's always funny too because some people they miss it and then they'll go back and replay. So we'll have a bunch of people that'll be on the replay tomorrow, and it's always fun because then I can go back and read other comments that go in there and all of that. So that's usually where we get like if it was a good show or if they want more of something or less of something. So that works out really well. So we don't mind the ones that are late or the ones that go back to rewatch. We really don't because that helps us figure out what works and what doesn't work.
Okay, and if you want not just us, if you don't want to just help us, if you want to help anybody that does lives, once they're done and the show is posted, go back and leave comments. Go back and make comments on the lives because what that does is it
creates that algorithm.
Yeah, it helps trigger the algorithm, and and it's all about getting the message out. Yeah. It's all about sharing what we're trying to do here and get more people on board. And you guys are just as much a part of that messaging process as we are.
Yeah.
You guys,
and especially look at how many of you are doing it. How many of you are getting there? I mean, we've got people now that have been watching that bought their land. We have people that are getting their houses in order on that land. We've had several people leave the city and the mundane, trying to get out of the system, getting their homestead started. How exciting. How exciting. It really is.
You know what, HG? You're absolutely right. it does make money for the advertisers. Lord knows we're not getting rich off of it. Here's the thing.
Got to deal with it.
Here's the thing about it. Whether we like it or not, YouTube is still the best platform for getting a message out like this.
Unless I showed you how to make colloidal silver. That has to be done over on Rumble. I'd get us kicked out.
Well, okay, you're one specific things, you know. It's still the best platform for getting a message like this out. Yes, there are issues. There are censorship issues. They shadow ban us. They shadow ban our channel.
Yeah, we have some videos that we would have thought just would go absolutely viral, and they get like 7 views or something like that.
They tell you how to get views, and then when you do it, like there are videos where it goes like this, and then it flatlines, and it flatlines at the same place, no matter what the topic is. So that tells me from a IT standpoint that they are at that. There's something. For some reason, they are throttling our videos at that level, which is fine. You know, it's just part of doing business, right?
That's okay. If we can get that message out to that many people, great.
Yep. You know, so and you know,
and the more you guys share the videos, the more it goes out. It'll just start all over again.
And I'm not as much worried about the videos themselves. I'm worried about the content. The
Night ACM.
Yep, Night ACM. There's
a couple right there. We need to get over there and help them. See what they need to. They're doing it by themselves, and they got a lot going on. They just got their land, and they're in.
I see nothing wrong with. I see nothing wrong with baked chicken as a thumbnail.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh my goodness. But you know what, guys? We'll get there. We'll get there. They're going to throw roadblocks in our way. They are going to try to stifle the message. They will do everything they can. But the simple fact of the matter is that once the truth is set out into the wild, it cannot be contained.
Right.
And that's why they fear the message that we have. And when I say we, I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about our community and all the like-minded people that are around us. All right. With that, there's your call to action is to go out and share the message the best you can, and you want them to be better tomorrow than they were.
Maybe at least 1% better tomorrow than you were today.
And at the end of the day, the most important thing you can do is to go live a life done free. All right, guys, you take care. Have a great week, and we will see you next Tuesday.